Good morning, dear children. Hope you are preparing well for your exam. So today we are going to discuss the PYQ questions, the 2-mark questions of the chapter linear equation in two variable. Okay, so we can start with the first question. So here you can see the sum of two numbers is 105, that is 105, and their difference is 45. Find the numbers. Okay, so sum of two numbers. So there are two numbers. So we can consider the two numbers as x and y. So let x and y be the numbers. So let x and y be the numbers. Now what is given? Sum of the two numbers is 105. So sum of the two numbers means x plus y is equal to 105. We can take it as equation number 1. Simply we got the first equation, right? First linear equation. And then it is given that their difference is 45. So it's also an easy one. So difference means x minus 45. We got equation number 2. So now easily we got the two equations, two linear equations, right? So now what we need to do? We need to solve it. So you can use any method, either elimination method or substitution method, any method you can use. Suppose I am using elimination method here. So what I am doing is just subtracting these two equations, So when we subtract x minus x is equal to 0, you will get, and y minus y, you will be getting 2y. 2y is equal to 105 minus 45. When you subtract, you will be getting 60. Then what is the value of y? Y is equal to 60 by 2. Y is equal to 60 by 2 and the value is equal to 30. So easily you got y equal to 30. Okay, so now what we can do? We can find out the value of x. So put the value of y in equation number 1. Suppose I am putting in equation number 1. Put y equal to 30 in equation number 1. So in equation number 1, x plus, instead of y it is 30. So 30 is equal to 105. So x is equal to 105 minus 30. So when you subtract, you will be getting 75. X is equal to 75. So you can conclude that the given numbers are, the required numbers are 75 and 30. Okay, it's a simple one. So now we are going to the next one, the second question. You can see 7x minus 2y is equal to 5 and 8x plus 7y is equal to 15. Okay, so we need to solve these two equations and verify your answer. Okay, so anyway, first of all, we can solve these two equations. 7x minus 2y equal to 5. So it can be taken as equation number 1. 7x minus 2y equal to 5. It can be taken as equation number 1. And the next one is 8x plus 7y is equal to 15. It can be taken as equation number 2. Two equations are given to us. So here also we can use any method because any method is not mentioned here. Whether we need to do elimination or substitution, they didn't mention. So whatever method you feel comfortable, you can use. Suppose here also I am using the substitution method. Okay, here I am using the substitution method. For substitution method, from the first equation, I am writing 7x is equal to, from the first equation I am bringing minus 2y to the right side. So 7x is equal to 5 plus 2y. Then what is the value of x? X is equal to 5 plus 2y by 7. So we got the value of x. X is equal to 5 plus 2y by 7. Now what I am doing? I am substituting this value of x in the second equation. I am substituting it in the second equation. So when I substitute 8x, so instead of x, 8 into, what is the value? 5 plus 2y by 7. 5 plus 2y by 7. Instead of x, 5 plus 2y by 7. Then plus what is there? 7y is equal to, what is the answer? 15. Okay. So now what we can do here? Here just we can cross multiply. So when we cross multiply, 8 is here. So 8 into 5 plus 2y is already here. Then plus 7 into 7y, you will be getting 49y whole divided by 7 is equal to 15. Okay, on the next step, we can multiply 8 inside the bracket. So 8 into 5, you will be getting 40 plus 8 into 2y plus 16y. Then plus 49y is there, which is equal to, again I am multiplying 7 to the right side. So 7 into 15. So 7 into 15, when you multiply, you will be getting 105. Okay, on the next step, 40 is there. I am bringing 40 to the right side and also I am adding 49 plus 16. So when you add 49 plus 16, you will be getting 65. So 65y is equal to 105 minus 40. So what is the answer? 65y is equal to 105 minus 40. Again, you will be getting 65. So y is equal to 65 by 65. The answer is 1. So the value of y is equal to 1. So now we need to get the value of x. So we can substitute it in here, because the value of x is already here, 5 plus 2y by 7. So we can substitute the value of y in this equation. So x is equal to 5 plus 2y. So instead of 2y, the value of y is 1. So 2 into 1 by 7, which is equal to 5 plus 2 by 7. You will be getting 7 by 7, which is equal to 1. So we got the value of x also. The value of x is 1 and also the value of y is 1. Okay, so solving process, the solution we already find out. We got the value of x and y. We got the value of the variables, right? Now, one more question is there. Here you can see we need to verify your answer. We need to verify the answer. So for that, what we need to do for verifying, we can take the first equation, 7x minus 2y equal to 5. Okay, I am taking the first equation. So 7x minus 2y equal to 5. I have taken the first equation. How to verify our answer? We got that x is equal to 1 and y equal to 1. This is a solution that we got. So we need to verify means we need to again confirm this is the correct solution. Okay, we need to again verify. So for that, I am taking the LHS of this equation. So LHS, what is LHS? 7x minus 2y. 7x minus 2y is the LHS. So since x equal to 1, y equal to 1 is the solution, we need to substitute. We have to substitute this solution into the equation. If it is the solution, then definitely the equation will satisfy, right? That's how we are going to verify. So if you put these values into the equation, you will be getting 7 into 1. Instead of x, it is 1 minus 2 into 1. So 7 into 1 means 7 minus 2 into 1 is 2. 7 minus 2, which is equal to 5, which is equal to the RHS, right? So we started the LHS. We got the RHS itself, which means LHS and RHS are equal. Hence we verified. Okay, hence we verified that this given the solution that we got, x is equal to 1, y equal to 1 is the correct solution. And also we can use the second equation also. At the same time, we can use the second equation also. What is the second equation? 8x plus 7y is equal to 15. So the second equation is 8x plus 7y is equal to 15 is the second equation. Here also we can do the same thing. That is, we can start with the LHS. In the LHS, we can substitute the values that we got. So when we substitute the value, 8 into 1, instead of x, the value is 1, plus 7 into 1, which is equal to 8 plus 7, which is equal to 15, you will get, which is the RHS. So here also we can see LHS and RHS equal. That is, the equation is satisfying. So hence it is verified. So you can conclude, hence it is verified. Okay, so that's it. So now we are going to the next question. So the next question, using graphical method, find whether the following system of equation is consistent or not. Okay, so we need to check whether the system is consistent or not by using graphical method. And what are the equations given? You can see x equal to 0 and y equal to minus 7. So you need to draw the graph. So we can draw the axis first. Okay, so we are drawing the x-axis and the y-axis. We are drawing the x-axis and the y-axis. Okay, this is x-axis and this represents the y-axis. Okay, now x equal to 0 and y equal to minus 7 are the graphs that we need to plot. Okay, so x equal to 0 means, so first of all we can mark it, this is the origin, and I am marking the points. This is 1, 2, 3, etc. Then minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Here 1, 2, 3, and here it is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7. Okay, so this is a graph. Then x equal to 0. So x equal to 0 means, what is the graph? What is the graph of x equal to 0? So x equal to 0 means we know that the graph is y-axis. Okay, so normally x equal to a means, the graph which is passing through the point A and which is parallel to y-axis. the graph which is passing through the point A on x-axis and which is parallel to y-axis. So here it is x equal to 0. So x equal to 0 means this is the point, right? It's the origin. And parallel to y-axis means it's the y-axis itself. So which means the graph coincides. So y-axis itself is the graph. So x equal to 0 means the graph we can draw. The graph is y-axis itself. Y-axis itself. This is the graph. This is the graph. Okay. So this is x equal to 0. Now next we need y equal to minus 1. So which is y equal to minus 7? Y equal to minus 1 means, in general we can say y equal to b means the graph which is passing through the point B on y-axis which is parallel to x-axis. So y equal to minus 1 means where is the point minus 1? Here is minus 7 on y-axis, and we need to draw the graph. We need to draw the graph through the point minus 7 on y-axis and which is parallel to x-axis. So this is the graph of y equal to minus 7. So now you can see both the graphs will intersect, right? It will intersect at the point. What is the point? 0, minus 7. The graph will intersect at the point 0, minus 1, which means this is a solution. And moreover, the graphs intersecting. So which means graphs are intersecting means there is unique solution, and we got the solution also, which means the system is consistent. The question is whether the system is consistent or not. So the answer is yes, the system is consistent. The graphs are intersecting. There is a unique solution. And what is the unique solution? 0, minus 7. Okay, the value of x is 0 and the value of y is minus 7. Okay, so that's it. Now the next question, again the equation you can see x equal to 3 and y equal to minus 4. We need to solve the system of equation by graphical method. This also we need to solve by graphical method. So again we can draw the graph. So drawing the graph of the two equations, first of all we are drawing the x-axis and the y-axis. First of all we are drawing the x-axis and the y-axis. Origin is there. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. Minus 1, minus 2, and 1, 2, 3. Here minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. So the points we marked. Now the first one, what are the equations given? The equations given are x equal to 3 and y equal to minus 4. So x equal to 3. So which is the graph of x equal to 3? We already discussed. What is the graph of x equal to 3? X is equal to 3 means the line or the graph which is passing through the point 3 on x-axis and parallel to y-axis. So this is the point 3, and when you are drawing the graph you will be getting like this. So this is the graph. So this is a graph which is passing through the point 3 on x-axis and which is parallel to y-axis. Now what is the graph of y equal to minus 4? Y equal to minus 4 means the graph passing through the point minus 4 on y-axis and which is parallel to x-axis. So when you draw the graph you will be getting like this. Okay, so these are the two graphs. So this is the first one. The first one, this is the graph which is x equal to 3, and second one, this is the graph y equal to minus 4. So we have drawn the two graphs. Now the question is to solve. Okay, it is to solve. So solve means we need to find out the solution. Here you can see the two graphs are intersecting, which means there is a unique solution, and the solution will be the point of intersection. So how to get the solution? Here you can see this line is coming from the point 3 on x-axis. So how to identify this coordinate? And this line is coming from the point minus 4 on y-axis. So this coordinate will be 3, minus 4. This coordinate will be 3, minus 4. So this is the point of intersection, which means this is the solution. So this is the solution means the value of x is equal to 3 and the value of y is equal to minus 4. This is the solution, and the system is consistent, and also the pair of lines are intersecting. Okay, so that's it. So now we are moving to the next one. Next question you can see, Sumit is 3 times as old as his son. 5 years later, he shall be 2.5 times as old as his son. Now, how old is Sumit at the present? So that's a question. So a person is there, his name is Sumit. So Sumit is there and his son is there, right? His son is there. Okay. So First of all, we can take their present age as X and Y. First of all, I am taking the present age of Sumit. The present age of Sumit is X and the present age of his son is Y. The present age. Present age is taken as X and Y. Present age of Sumit is X, present age of his son is Y. And it is given that 5 years later. So 5 years later means after 5 years. So after 5 years, after 5 years, what will be the age of Sumit? Age of Sumit will be X plus 5, and after 5 years, what will be the age of his son? This his age will be Y plus 5, because we know that after 5 years, age will be increased, right? So that will be the ages after 5 years. So these are the things given. Okay. Now, what is the relation between their ages after 5 years and at the present? Okay, what is the relation between their ages that we need to identify? What are the relation between their ages that we need to identify? So in the question you can see it is given that in the question Sumit is 3 times as old as his son. So this thing is given, this relation is given at the present case. Okay, Sumit is 3 times as old as his son. That is Sumit's age is X. X is equal to 3Y. 3 times his son's age. X is equal to 3Y. It can be taken as equation number 1. So we got a linear equation, a simple linear equation. Okay. Now, next it is given that 5 years later. So 5 years later, we know that Sumit's age is X plus 5 and his son's age is Y plus 5. Now, 5 years later, he shall be 2.5 times as old as his son. So 5 years later means his age, which means Sumit's age, X plus 5 is equal to X plus 5 is equal to 2.5 times. So 2.5 times his son's age. What is his son's age at that time? Y plus 5. Okay, so that's a relation given. So now on the next step we can write X plus 5 is equal to 2.5 means it's a mixed form, right? So we can convert it into improper, that is you will be getting 5 by 2. So 5 by 2 times Y plus 5. Now what we can do, we can cross multiply this 2 to the left side. So 2 into X plus 5 is equal to 5 into Y plus 5. Okay, on the next step, when you multiply inside the bracket, 2x plus 10 is equal to, when you multiply inside the bracket, 2x plus 10 is equal to 5y plus 25. Okay, I am bringing this 5y to the left side. So 2x minus 5y is equal to 25 is already here. You are bringing 10 to the right side, so minus 10. So 2x minus 5y is equal to 15. You will get the second equation. You got the second equation. Now we need to solve it, right? We need to find out their ages, present ages. So first equation is here, second equation is here. This one we can easily solve by using which method? Substitution method. Because from equation number 1 we already have the value of x in terms of y. So I am substituting equation number 1 in equation number 2. So put equation number 1 in equation number 2. That is the substitution method we are opting. So when you substitute the values 2x, so x means 2 into 3y minus 5y equal to 15. So 2 into 3y means it is 6y minus 5y is equal to 15. Easily you will be getting y equal to 15. Easily you got the value of y. Now put the value of y in equation number 1. If you put the value of y in equation number 1, you will be getting x is equal to 3y. That is x is equal to 3 into 15, which is equal to 45. So the value of x is equal to 45. So what was x? The present age of Sumit. So the present age of Sumit is 45. He is 45 years old and his son's present age is 15. Okay, so that's answer. So we are moving to the next one. See in the question you can see in the given figure ABCD is a rectangle. So ABCD is the given figure is a rectangle. It's already given. It is a rectangle. Now find the values of x and y. We need to find out the values of x and y. It's a basic concept because it's already given that ABCD is a rectangle. We know that both pair of opposite sides are equal in a rectangle. So opposite sides are equal means here you can see x plus y is given. The side DC is given as x plus y and AB is given as 30 centimeter. So definitely x plus y must be equal to 30. So easily you will get the first equation, x plus y equal to 30, equation number 1. Okay, because the reason is opposite sides of a rectangle are equal. And also here you can see this BC must be equal to AD, opposite side. So x minus y is equal to 14, equation number 2. Now you can easily solve it. It's an easy one. So I am using the method of elimination. So what I am doing is I am just subtracting these two equations. When I subtract x minus x is 0. Then y minus y. So y minus y, y plus y, 2y is equal to. When you subtract here 30 minus 14, you will be getting 16. Then y is equal to 16 by 2 is equal to 8 you will get. So y equal to 8. So if y equal to 8, I am putting the value of y in equation number 1. So y equal to 8 in equation number 1. Put the value of y equal to 8 in equation number 1. X plus 8 is equal to 30. Then x is equal to 30 minus 8, which is equal to 22. So the question is find the value of x and y, and value of x is 22 and the value of y is 8. Okay, it's a simple question. So now we are moving to the next one. It's an important question. Okay, multiple times it is asked in the board exams. So you can see it's a special type of equation. You can see here 217x plus 131y is equal to 913. So the first equation is 217x plus 131y is equal to 913. It can be taken as equation number 1. And the second equation 131x plus 217y is equal to 827. It can be taken as equation number 2. So as I told, it's a special type equation. How we can understand that it's a special type equation? So diagonally you can see. Okay, diagonally you can see the coefficient of x in the first equation and the coefficient of y in the second equation are equal. You can see here. And the coefficient of y in the first equation and the coefficient of x in the second equation are equal. So this is a special type of equation. So first of all, what to do with this equation? First of all, we need to add these two equations. Equation number 1 plus 2, we need to add these two. So when we add these two, 217x plus 131y is equal to 913. And 131x plus 217y is equal to 827. We can add these two equations. So when we add 217 and 131, you will be getting 348x plus here also the same sum 348y is equal to, here when we add you will be getting 0 here, 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1, 4, and 1740 you are getting 1740. Okay, you got like this. Now you can see here the coefficient of x and y are same. So what you can do, you can take that coefficient outside, that is 348 outside I am taking. So 348 into x plus y is equal to 1740. So on the next step, what we can do? On the next step, I am bringing this 348 to the right side. So that is x plus y is equal to 1740 divided by 348. So you can divide this. Since it's a big number, if it is difficult to divide, you can just cancel. Okay, you can cancel by 2. Again, you can cancel by 2. You can simplify it. At last, you will be getting x plus y is equal to 5. This can be taken as equation number 3. Now you can see from this big equation, we got a smaller one, a simple equation. Now, only one equation we got, right? Only one equation, two variable we got. Now we need one more equation. What we need to do? We need to subtract these two. That's the next step. So the next step is we need to subtract these two. That is equation number 1 minus equation number 2. We are going to subtract. So when we subtract, I'm writing the first one, 217x plus 131y is equal to 913. And the next one is 131x plus 217y is equal to 827, just subtracting. So when we subtract 217x minus 131x, when you subtract you will be getting 86x plus, here also when you subtract you will be getting 86y. So here it is minus, because small term minus big term you will be getting minus, is equal to 930 minus 827, you will be getting 86 itself. Okay, now what we can do, 86 can be taken outside, so 86 into x minus y is equal to 86. So when you bring 86 to the right side, you will be getting x minus y is equal to 1. So you got equation number 4. So now you can see from equation number 3 and 4, if you see, they are simple two equations. Now we can easily solve it. We can easily solve it by any method, by either elimination or substitution method. Suppose I am opting the elimination method, x plus y is equal to 5 is there. Then the next one is x minus 1 is equal to 1 is there. You can first of all subtract. When you subtract, you will be getting x minus x 0, that is eliminated, and y minus minus y. Y minus minus y, when you subtract, you will be getting 2y, right? 2y is equal to 5 minus 1, you will be getting 4. So which means y is equal to 4 by 2, y is equal to 2 you are getting. Easily you are getting y is equal to 2. Now put the value of y in any of the equation, either equation number 3 or equation number 4. Suppose I am putting in equation number 4. So when you are putting in equation number 4, x minus y is equal to 1. So when you substitute there, x minus 2 is equal to 1, then the value of x is equal to, you are easily getting value of x is equal to 3. Hence we solved the problem. Okay, so easily we got x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 2. This is the solution of the given equation. So it's an important one, children. It's a special type equation. So what we have to do, first of all, we need to add these two and you will be getting a simple equation. Then we need to subtract these two, then you will be getting another simple equation. Now we need to equate that simple equations, that either by substitution or by elimination method. Okay, so that's how you are easily getting the value of x and y. Okay, so that's it. So we are moving to the next one. So in this one, if the system of equations 2x plus 3y equal to 7 and the next one a plus b into x plus 2a minus b into y equal to 21, the two equations are there, has infinitely many solutions, then find a and b. Okay, so infinitely many solutions. If a system of equation is given, if it has infinitely many solution, what is the condition? We know that if it is infinitely solution, we can write that if there is infinitely many solution, if there is infinitely many solution, then what is the condition? Then a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. That is the condition. Okay, so two equations are given to us. What are the two equations? 2x plus 3y is equal to 7, and the next one is a plus b into x plus 2a minus b into y is equal to 21. These are the two equations. So here from the first equation we will get a1 b1 c1, from the second equation we will get a2 b2 c2. So first of all we need to get the value of a and b, right? So for that, first of all, I am equating these two, that is a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2. I am equating. So a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2. We know that. I am equating these two. So what is a1 here? 2. So 2 by, what is a2? A plus b. So 2 by a plus b is equal to, what is b1 here? 3. So 3 by, what is b2 here? 2a minus b. 2a minus b. Okay, so we can equate. Now if you cross multiply, you will be getting 2 into 2a minus b is equal to 3 into a plus b. On the next step, 2 into 2a you will be getting 4a, 2 into minus b minus 2b is equal to 3a plus 3b. Okay, on the next step, if you are bringing 3a to the left side, 4a minus 3a is equal to, I am bringing this minus 2b to the right side, so 3b plus 2b you will get. So 4a minus 3a is a, so a is equal to 5b. You easily got one equation in a and b, and it can be taken as equation number 1. Okay, now next I am going to equate these two, that is b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. So b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. What is b1? b1 is 3 by b2 is 2 A minus B is equal to C1 means actually if you bring 7 to the left side, it is minus 7. That will be C1, right? So minus 7 by and 21 when you bring to the left side, it will be minus 21. So minus 21. So which means 3 by 2A minus B is equal to, when you cancel these minus and minus got cancelled, and also 7 by 21 you will be getting 1 by 3. Now what we can do, we can just cross multiply. If you cross multiply here, you will be getting 3 into 3, 9 is equal to 2A minus B into 1, 2A minus B itself. Okay. Now from equation number 1, what is the value of A? 5B. You can substitute over there, right? If you substitute, 9 is equal to, instead of A, that is instead of A means 2 into 5B minus B. So 2 into 5B, 9 is equal to 10B minus B. So 9 is equal to 9B you will be getting. Then what is the value of B? The value of B is equal to 1. Easily you got the value of B is equal to 1. Okay, value of B is equal to 1 you easily got. Now we need to get the value of A. So value of A means on the next step, A is equal to 5B we know. A is equal to 5B we already know. So value of B is already 1. Value of B is already 1 we got. So if you substitute here, A is equal to 5 into 1 which is equal to 5. So the value of A is 5 and the value of B is 1. Okay. So hence we got the answer. We need to find out the value of A and B. So we got the answer. Okay. Moving to the next one. Determine the values of A and B. Again, we need to find out the value of A and B in which the following system of equation has infinitely many solution. Again, infinitely many solution, and we know the condition. Infinitely many solution means A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. This is the condition. Now, the two equations are given 2x. So the two equations are 2x minus A minus 4 into Y is equal to 2b plus 1. This is the equation given. Okay, now if you bring this 2b plus 1 to the left side, you can bring it to left side, so it will be in the standard form. So if you bring it to left side, you will be getting, what will you get? When you bring it to left side, you will be getting y minus 2b plus 1 equal to 0. And also the second equation, 4x is there, minus A minus 1 into y is there. If you bring that 5b minus 1 to the left side, you will be getting minus of 5b minus 1 equal to 0. So both the equations will be in the standard form. Okay, that's all. Now we can equate this. Okay, so when you are equating, so first of all I am equating A1 by A2 is equal to, I am equating that B1 by B2. So A1, what is A1? A1 is the coefficient of x in the first equation, that is 2 by A2 means it is 4, so 2 by 4 is equal to, here the next one is minus of A minus 4, B1 is minus of A minus 4, you can see, and what is B2? It is minus of A minus 1. Okay, so here minus and minus got cancelled, and also this 2 by 4 becomes 1 by 2 when you cancel, so 1 by 2 is equal to A minus 4 by A minus 1. Okay, so now what we can do? We can just cross multiply. So if you cross multiply, you will be getting A minus 1 is equal to 2 into A minus 4. Okay, A minus 1 is equal to 2 into A minus 4. So A minus 1 is equal to 2A minus 8. Okay, if you bring this 2A to the left side, A minus 2A is equal to minus 8 plus 1. When you bring minus 1 to right side, it is plus 1. So minus A is equal to minus 7. You will be getting A is equal to 7. So simply you got the value of A, right? So you got the value of A equal to 7. Now we need to find out the value of B also. For finding the value of B, what we can do? We can equate these two, that is A1 by A2 equal to C1 by C2 we can equate. Okay, so you can equate this one also, B1 by B2 equal to C1 by C2 also equate. Any one you can take and equate. Okay, but if you take A1 by A2 and C1 by C2, it will be easy because A1 by A2 is 1 by 2 itself, right? Numerical, so it will be easy to calculate, that's why. So I am equating The next one, A1 by A2 is equal to C1 by C2. I am equating. So the A1 by A2, the value is 2 by 4. So 2 by 4 is equal to C1 by C2 means, what is C1 by C2? C1 is minus of 2b plus 1. So C1 is minus of 2b plus 1 by, what is C2? What is C2? C2 is minus of 5b minus 1. So minus of 5b minus 1. So we know that this one will become 2 by 4 will become 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is equal to minus and minus got cancelled. So 2b plus 1 by 5b minus 1. So now what we can do? We can just cross multiply. If you cross multiply, 5b minus 1 is equal to, 5b minus 1 is equal to, here you will be getting 2 into 2b plus 1. 2 into 2b plus 1. So 5b minus 1 is equal to 4b plus 2 you will be getting when you multiply 2 inside the bracket. Now on the next step, you are bringing 4b to the left side. So 5b minus 4b is equal to, 5b minus 4b is equal to, 2 is there, 2 plus 1. On the next step, b is equal to 3 you will be getting, because 5b minus 4b is b itself and the value of b is equal to 3. So we got the value of a is equal to 7 and the value of b is equal to, 3. Okay, so that's it. Now the next one. 4. What value of p will the following pair of linear equation have infinitely many solution? Again infinitely many solution. Okay, so we know the condition infinitely many solution means a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. We know that. Okay, suppose I am equating the first one. From the equation we know that this is a1, this is v1, and when you bring b to the left side it will be c1, right? Minus p will be c1. And this is a2, this is b2, and c2 will be minus 12. We know that. So first of all I am equating a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2, that is a1 is p minus 3 by a2 is p is equal to b1. What is b1? b1 is 3 by, then b2 is again p. It's easy, p and p got cancelled. Then p minus 3 is equal to 3, p is equal to 3 plus 3 you will be getting, which is equal to 6. So the value of p you easily got it as 6. The question is to find out the value of p, right? Question is to find out the value of p. So easily got value of p is equal to 6. Now we can just check if we equate the other two, what value you are getting, whether the same 6 you are getting. We can check just, okay. So when you are finding out, I am equating b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. Okay, so b1 by b2 means, what is b1? b1 is 3, so 3 by b2 is p is equal to c1. c1 as I told, when you bring p to the left side it is minus p, so c1 is minus p by, and c2 is, when you bring 12 to the left side it is minus 12, so c2 is minus 12. On the next step, 3 by p is equal to, minus and minus got cancelled, p by 12. If you cross multiply you will be getting 36 is equal to 12 into 3 is 36 is equal to p square. You got p square is equal to 36. Then if p square is equal to 36, value of p is equal to root 36, or you are studying that it is plus or minus root 36. P is equal to plus or minus 6 you are getting. So the value of p can be plus 6 or minus 6. But since it is given that there is infinitely many solutions, we know that both this condition must be satisfied. That is, a1 by a2 must be equal to b1 by b2 must be equal to c1 by c2. When we equated the first one, we got p equal to 6. When we equated the second one, we got p is equal to plus or minus 6. Okay, if when we compare these two, in both the case, for which value the equation satisfy, p equal to 6, because there also p equal to 6 is there, here also p equal to 6 is there. So the final value that we can consider for p is 6 itself. Okay, so I just shown it to those who are equating the second one. You may be getting the two values. But at last we can consider 6 only. This is the reason, because when you are equating the first two, a1 by a2 and b1 by b2, you will be getting p equal to 6. So we need to compare these two. In both the case, which one is satisfying? The value of p is 6, which is satisfying. So that's why we are considering p is equal to 6 only. Okay. So now we are moving to the next one. Again, find the value of m. We need to find out the value of m. M is there. Now, two equations are given and which has infinitely many solution. Again, infinitely many solution. So the condition we already know, a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 equal to c1 by c2. This is the given condition. Now the equations 2x plus 3y minus 7 equal to 0, the first equation, and the second equation is m minus 1 into x, then plus m plus 1 into y. If you bring that one to the left side, that's 3m minus 1, that constant term to the left side, minus of 3m minus 1 equal to 0. So these are the two equations. So from this we can easily identify what is a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2. Now we can equate, suppose I am equating a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2. I am equating. So when we equate these two, a1 is 2, so 2 by a2 is m minus 1 is equal to b1 means b1 is 3 by b2 is m plus 1. Okay, now what we can do? We can cross multiply. If you cross multiply, you will be getting 2 into m plus 1 is equal to 3 into m minus 1. So 2m plus 2 is equal to 3m minus 3. Okay, you are bringing 3m to the left side. So 2m minus 3m is equal to minus 3 minus 2. Minus m is equal to minus 5. So if minus m is equal to minus 5, then the value of m is equal to 5. The value of m is equal to 5. Easily you got. Okay, so like this you can check the second one, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2 also. Then also we will be getting the value of m is equal to 5 only. So at last we can consider the value of m is equal to 5 only. Okay, so that's it. The next one. So you can see the angles of a cyclic quadrilateral ABCD are angle A equal to 6x plus 10 degree, angle B equal to 5x degree, angle C equal to x plus y degree, and also angle D is equal to 3y minus 10 degree. So the four angles are given. Then we need to find out the value of x and y. Okay, just I am considering a quadrilateral. Say I am considering a quadrilateral, you can see, and it is given that it's a cyclic quadrilateral, right? It's given that it's a cyclic quadrilateral. So what is the peculiarity of a cyclic quadrilateral? Okay, you are studying. So what is the peculiarity of a cyclic quadrilateral? All the vertices are lying on a circle. All the vertices of the quadrilateral are lying on a circle. And what is the property of a cyclic quadrilateral? The opposite angles are supplementary, which means sum of the opposite angles is equal to 180 degree. So here quadrilateral we can name it, that is A, B, C and D. A, B, C, D. This is a quadrilateral, cyclic quadrilateral, and I am marking the angles. Angle A is given, it is 6x plus 10 degree, 6x plus 10 degree. Angle B is given, which is 5x degree. Angle C is given, which is equal to x plus y, and angle D is given, angle D is equal to 3y minus 10 degree. So these are the four angles, correct? And when you are naming it, it should be in the correct order, it should be in the correct continuous order. Here you can see the name is given as A, B, C, D. So A, B, C, D means A, B, C, D in the continuous order. Either in anti-clockwise direction or in clockwise direction you have to name it. Okay, either in both direction you can use, either in clockwise or anti-clockwise direction you can use, but it should be continuous. You can't put A, B and C, D like that. A, B, C, D, it's in the continuous order. Okay, now as the property we know that since ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral, sum of opposite angles is equal to 180 degrees. So what are the opposite angles? First of all, I am taking A and C. So angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. So angle A plus angle C means angle A is 6x plus 10. So 6x plus 10 plus what is angle C? It is x plus y is equal to 180 degree. Now 6x plus 10, here you can see 6x and x is there, so 7x plus y is here, then you can bring 10 to the right side, which is equal to 180 minus 10. So 7x plus y is equal to 180 minus 10, you will be getting 170. It can be taken as equation number 1. So you got one linear equation in x and y. Now the next thing, angle D and angle B, right? So angle B plus angle D is equal to 180 degree, another pair of opposite angles. So angle B plus it is 5x plus angle D means it is 3y minus 10 is equal to 180 degree. So when you add 5x is here plus 3y is here, you can bring minus 10 to the right side, which is equal to 180 degree plus 10. So which is equal to 5x plus 3y is equal to 190, equation number 2. So easily you got two equations. Now we have to solve it by using any method. Suppose I am using the method of substitution here. So for using that method, from the first equation what I am doing is, from the first equation I am bringing this 7x to the right side. So y is equal to 170 minus 7x. We got that y is equal to 170 minus 7x. So value of y in terms of x. Now we can substitute it in the second equation. When you substitute it in the second equation, you will be getting like this. That is 5x plus 3y. So instead of y, what is the value of y? 170 minus 7x. So 170 minus 7x. Instead of y, it is 170 minus 7x is equal to 190. Okay, on the next step, 5x is here plus 3 into 170. So 3 into 170, when you multiply, what will you get? 0. 3 times 7, 21, 1, 510. So 510 minus 3 into 7x, you will be getting 21x is equal to 190. Okay, now what we can do? 5x minus 21x is there. So 5x minus 21x is equal to 190 is here. I am bringing 510 to the right side. So minus 510. Okay, 5x minus 21x. When you subtract, you will be getting minus 16x is equal to, when you do this, what will you get? 190 minus 510, you will be getting minus 320. Then what is the value of x? X is equal to minus 320 divided by minus 16. So x is equal to minus and minus got cancelled. And when you divide, you will be getting 20. So x is equal to 20 easily you are getting. Now, what is the value of y? The value of y you can find out from the equation. Y is equal to 170 minus 7x. So y is equal to, we know that y is equal to 170 minus 7x. You can substitute the value of x here. That is 170 minus 7 into 20, which is equal to 170 minus 140. You will be getting 30. So x is equal to 20 and y is equal to 30 is the solution of the equation. Okay, so that's it. So moving to the next question. So you can see, find the relation between P and Q if x equal to 3 and y equal to 1 is the solution of the pair of equations. Two equations are given, right? And here you can see it is the relation between P and Q. Relation between P and Q we need to find out. Okay, relation between P and Q. And the solutions are given. The two equations are given. Okay, two pair of equations are given and we need to find out the relation between P and Q. For what? The relation we need to find out and the solution is given. Okay, x is equal to 3 and y equal to 1 is a solution. So which means in the equation x minus 4y plus p equal to 0. This is the first equation. Since x equal to 3 and y equal to 1 is a solution. So we can write since x equal to 3 and y equal to 1 is a solution. If you substitute this value into the equation, definitely the equation will satisfy. So if you substitute the value, x is equal to 3 means 3 minus 4 into 1. Instead of y it is 1 plus p equal to 0. So 3 minus 4 is minus 1 plus p equal to 0. Then p is equal to 1 you got, right? So here you got the value of p. P is equal to 1. Okay, fine, we can see. Now another equation is there. 2x plus y minus q minus 2 equal to 0. This is the next equation. So anyway, this is a solution, right? X is equal to 3 and y is equal to 1 is a solution. So we can substitute the values into the equation, which means 2 into 3, then plus 1 minus q minus 2 equal to 0. 2 into 3 is 6. So 6 plus 1 minus q minus 2 equal to 0. 6 plus 1, 7. 7 minus 2 is 5. So 5 minus q is equal to 0, and minus q is equal to minus 5, you will be getting q is equal to 5. The value of q is equal to 5 you are getting. So now you can see the value of p you got, the value of q you got. Actually what we need to find out is the relation between p and q. Actually here we got the values of p and q. So we need to find a relation between this p and q. It's easy. Actually what is p? 1. What is q? 5. So can we write q is equal to, q is actually 5, right? So q is equal to 1 plus 4 we can write, right? Q is equal to 1 plus 4. Actually q is equal to 5. It can be written as 1 plus 4. Actually what is 1? The value of p is 1. So which means from this we can write q is equal to p plus 4. So this is the required relation between p and q. Q is equal to p plus 4. This is the required relation between p and q. Okay, so that's it. So the next one you can see, if 2x plus y is equal to 13 and 4x minus y is equal to 17, find the value of x minus y. We need to find out the value of x minus y. So you can use the usual method, that is we can solve these two equations. Either by elimination or substitution method you can solve. So when you are solving you will be getting the value of x and y, right? So after getting the value of x and y, the numerical values, you can just subtract x and y, then you will be getting x minus y, right? That's a normal method, you can use that. Okay, or the another method what we can use is, suppose first of all I am writing 4x minus y is equal to 17, the equation I am writing, and the next one is 2x plus y is equal to 13 I am writing. Okay, so now what I am doing is just subtracting these two equations, just subtracting. So when I subtract these two equations, why I am subtracting, that we can see. So when you subtract these two equations, 4x minus 2x, when you subtract you will be getting 2x minus y minus plus y. So when you subtract you will be getting minus 2y is equal to 17 minus 13, you will be getting 4 here. Okay, so 2x minus 2y equal to 4 you got. Now you can take 2 outside, so 2 into x minus y is equal to 4. Then what is x minus y? X minus y is equal to 4 by 2, which means x minus y is equal to 2. Actually that is what we need to find out, right? We need to find out the value of x minus y. We don't need x and y independently. They need to find out x minus y. So x minus y is 2, finished. So this way also you can do. Okay, so that's it. So we are moving to the last question. This is the last question that we are going to discuss in this session. So you can see, students of a class are made to stand in rows. If one student is extra in a row, there would be 2 rows less. If one student is less in a row, there would be 3 rows more. Find the number of students in the class. So at last we need to find out the total number of students in the class. Okay, so anyway you can see, students of a class are made to stand in a row. So students are arranged in a row, right? Students are made to stand in a row and some conditions are given. So anyway we need to consider the variable x and y, right? So which all things we can consider? Okay, which all things we can consider? So here I am considering, let number of rows be x. Let the number of rows be x, and the number of students in each row be y. Number of students in each row be y. So I am taking the number of rows as x and the number of students in each row as y. Okay, so now at last we need to find out the total number of students in the class, right? At last we need to find out the total number of students. So from this, how we can find out the total number of students? Just imagine there are 10 rows. Okay, so the students are arranged as 10 rows and in each row 5 students are there. Then in 10 rows, each row 5 students are there. Then the total number of students is 10 into 5, 50, right? 10 rows are there, in each row 5 students are there, then 10 into 5, 50 is the answer. So like the same way, then total number of students in the class, is equal to xy. That is, when we are multiplying the number of rows and the number of students in each row, we will be getting the total number of students. So xy. So this is the concept. Now we can see what are the conditions given there, what are the cases given here we can see. So the first case, case 1, it is given. The first case we can see. What is given? If one student is extra. One student is extra means here we have taken the number of students as y in each row, right? It is given that one student is extra in a row. So the number of students in each row is taken as y. If one student is extra, so one student is extra means y plus 1. Then there would be 2 rows less. The number of rows becomes less by 2. So number of rows was taken as x. So it was less. It was less means x minus 2. So this is what happens in the first case. So now, even though the number of children in one row is added or the number of rows decreased, the total number of students remains same. There is no change in that. Okay. So what we can do in this case, what is the total number of children? We need to multiply this. This is the number of children in the number of students in the first row or each row, and this is the total number of rows. Anyway, what is the total number of children or total number of students? Just multiply the number of rows and the number of students in each row. So y plus 1 into x minus 2 will be the total number of students, and it will remain same. That is, what was the number of students? xy. So it will be xy itself. So this is the equation. So from this, what will you get? You just multiply each term. So when you multiply y into x, you will be getting yx minus 2y, then plus x, then minus 2 is equal to xy. So first of all, what you can do, xy and xy can be cancelled. Now on the next step you will be getting, x is here, minus 2y is there. So x minus 2y is equal to, you will be getting, if you bring minus 2 to right side, you will be getting 2. It can be taken as first equation. The first equation we got. X minus 2y is equal to 2 is the first equation. Now one more case is given, right? One more case is given, the case 2. What is the case 2 given? Case 2 given, we can see. If one student is less in a row, the number of students in a row is become less by 1. So one student is less means what will the number will be y minus 1. And at that time what happens? Then there would be 3 rows more. The number of rows will be more. So number of rows will be more means it will be x plus 3. That is what given. So in this case also, number of students in one row is y minus 1, number of rows is x plus 3, then the total number of students will be y minus 1 into x plus 3. It is same as xy itself. Now when you multiply yx plus 3y minus x minus 3 equal to xy. So here what we can do, here you can see xy got cancelled, then minus x is there, plus 3y is there. If you bring 3 to the right side is equal to 3. It can be taken as equation number 2. So you got 2 equations. What is the first equation? The first equation is x minus 2y is equal to 2. Second equation is minus x plus 3y is equal to 3. So now we need to solve it. Now we need to solve these 2 equations. So how to solve these 2 equations? First of all, here I am using the method of substitution. So for the method of substitution, I am bringing this minus x to the right side. That is 3y is equal to 3 plus x. Then y is equal to 3 plus x by 3. You got the value of y. Y is equal to 3 plus x by 3. Like that you got. Now I am taking the first equation. What is the first equation? What is the first equation? X minus 2y is equal to 2. So x minus 2y is equal to 2 is the first equation, and we can substitute the value of y over there. That is x minus 2 into, instead of y it is 3 plus x by 3 is equal to 2. Okay, so now we can solve it. That is, I am cross multiplying. 3 into x is 3x. So 3x minus 2 into 3 plus x whole divided by 3 is equal to 2. Cross multiply, then 3x minus 2 into 3 is 6, then minus 2x is equal to 3 into 2 is 6 you will be getting. Then 3x minus 2x is x is equal to 6 is here. When you bring minus 6 to right side plus 6. So x is equal to 6 plus 6, you will be getting 12. So the value of x is equal to 12. Then substitute the value of x over here. When you substitute the value of x over here, you will be getting the value of y. And what is the value of y? Y is equal to 3 plus 12 by 3, which is equal to 3 plus 12 is 15, 15 by 3, and you will be getting 5. So the value of y is equal to 5. Okay, so x is equal to 12 and y is equal to 5. So the number of rows and the number of students in each row that we got. Now, what was the question? At last, we need to find out, the question is, we need to find out the number of students in the class. And what was the number of students? You can see number of students is xy. So xy means what is the number of students? X is 12 and y is 5. So therefore the number of students is equal to xy, which is equal to 12 into 5. You will be getting 60. So the total number of students in the class is 60. Okay, so we solved it. So that's, we come to the end of the class. Okay, thank you for you. So now we can see with the next class. Okay.